जय श्री राम दोस्तों। पिछले जो 5 पॉडकास्ट हमने किए थे, बहुत अच्छा रेस्पॉन्स मिला। आप में से काफी सारे लोगों ने बताया कि आपको क्या सीखने के लिए मिला है। आज मैं आया हूं अगेन, इट्स अ संडे टुडे एंड आई हैव वन ऑफ माय क्लोजेस्ट फ्रेंड whom I admire a lot, right? मैं मानता हूं कि इन्होंने मेरी लाइफ में बहुत इन्फ्लुएंस किया है एंड आज हम लोग, आई वुड से दैट इट्स बियॉन्ड a family, right? Whenever he introduced me to somebody, he keeps saying that no, मेरा घर पे कोई फंक्शन नहीं होता राजेश के बगैर, and I also take immense pride in saying that. But most importantly, for you, it's not about our relationship. For you, it's what this guy has achieved. It's been more than 25 years that I know him. I have seen him growing very, very fast in his life. No, from a frontline sales to heading P&L of one of the biggest corporates in India. So I think I should introduce him. Many people in the corporate sector would know him, but आपके लिए मैं बताऊं, इनका नाम है जयंत कुमार. With a lot of love, we friends call him JK, and he is the business head for Bajaj Health, based out of Pune. So a warm welcome, JK, to you. Thank you for taking out your time and coming on to Rajesh Studio on a Sunday to record this podcast.
Thank you, Rajesh. The pleasure is mine. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks.
जैन 25 साल से अधिक हो गए हमारे रिलेशनशिप, राइट? आई थिंक 2001 हम लोग मिले थे. 2004 से हम लोग बहुत क्लोजली साथ में रहे हैं. काफी अच्छे दिन देखे हमने, काफी बुरे दिन देखे हैं. एंड मैं जब इंट्रोड्यूस किया आपको एंड कल आपने कंफर्म किया कि यस आई विल कम ऑन योर पॉडकास्ट, आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग माई सेल्फ कि व्हाट आई विल आस्क यू, राइट? Probably 100 questions, 100 things I wrote, and obviously in the interest of time, we have to curtail that to 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes of podcast. मैं पहले ये जानना चाहूंगा कि पिछले 25-26 साल का हमारा रिलेशनशिप में आप अपना ग्रोथ को कैसे देखते हैं, राइट? फ्रॉम ए फ्रंटलाइन सेल्स टीम मेंबर टू हेडिंग द P&L फॉर वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट कॉर्पोरेट्स इन दिस कंट्री, एंड विथ योर परमिशन, it's Bajaj Health, right? A new vertical, new business that Bajaj as a group which has started, and I've seen you taking this business from zero to wherever it is today. I do not have the permission to talk about numbers, so I will not do that. But how do you see your life over the last 25 years?
It's a tough question, actually. You are asking me to summarize 25 years journey in 2-3 minutes. Yeah. I think true to for myself for sure, and I think everybody starts like that. When you start, and especially when you start in sales, okay, at least beginning 2-3 years, okay, your aim is to become like your boss, or at max your boss's boss, because that is the visibility you have.
Correct.
When you join in field sales.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not talking about people who start their career at corporate offices.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the maximum visibility you have as a young professional.
So for people in insurance, like a branch manager role, is that you are referring?
Branch or at max
area manager,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, and before I go ahead, I'll just correct one thing. We both started not as a frontline sales employees. We started as an
agent of Bajaj Alliance.
Yeah.
And somehow we used to hate that word agent, and we still do.
Yeah. So that is how you start. But when you start maturing, when you start seeing the world beyond your hierarchy, okay, then you start realizing that how much impact one can create, okay, and then you start thinking that will I be that 1%?
Yeah.
Or will I be like many of them who just get lost in the crowd of this corporate world? Okay, that is the clarity when you start getting that yes, anybody can do it. and therefore you can also do it.
Correct.
Okay. And when you start getting that clarity that, you can add value to society by your work, you can add value to your customer's life, okay, and by adding value, you can add value to the corporate you are working for.
Sure.
And the industry you are working for.
Sure.
I think that is the time, that is the critical juncture where your career shifts, because your focus shifts. Okay. I am a firm believer, okay, and I keep saying this in my team meetings, that God has made all of us equal.
Correct.
Okay. Everybody's cranial capacity, which is basically mental capacity, the size of brain, is in the range of 1300 to 1400 cc. I'm forgetting. I used to study this. I'm a pharmacy graduate.
Correct.
But it's in the same range. Okay. Now it's up to me as an individual that with how much clarity and passion I use that brain. And for what purpose?
Correct.
When you start getting that clarity in your mind, and I've been lucky working with right set of professionals, right mentors, right bosses who have time and again, need basis guided me, motivated me, inspired me, handheld me. Okay. Your journey takes a path which I was lucky to take the path. Whether I am successful, not successful, I am not to decide. Okay. It's for the world to decide, my customers to decide, my partners to decide, to some extent, my employer to decide. Okay. But yes, it gives me a lot of satisfaction in terms of what we thought that we will, what in early career thought this is success, and how it has enhanced multifold, and we have been able to keep up the pace with the time and changing needs of the corporate world and the society.
Yeah. Understood. Great. So I think one of the common thing that I think a lot of people who are watching this would be able to relate is that they came to Pune like you and me came, right? I won't use the word, that filmy word, empty-handed, but practically that's the condition, right?
Especially in the industry we are working. And you complete the question, I'll share the story.
So for them, if at all they aspire to be somebody who is perceived as a successful person, तो उनके लिए जर्नी जो आपने अभी शेयर किया है, आई थिंक दैट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? कि विजिबिलिटी क्या था और फिर वक्त के साथ वो विजिबिलिटी एनहांस करते गया, राइट? जैसे जो लोग इंश्योरेंस में, उन लोग रिलेट कर पाएंगे. आप सेल्स मैनेजर थे, सेल्स मैनेजर से आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा असिस्टेंट ब्रांच मैनेजर बनना चाहेगा, फिर ब्रांच मैनेजर, फिर एरिया मैनेजर, रीजनल मैनेजर, फ्रॉम देयर टू ए नेशनल रोल, राइट? एंड जब हमने ज्वाइन किया था इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री, आई थिंक हमारे जो कंपनीज थे उनका नाम भी लोग ठीक से नहीं ले पाते थे. करेक्ट. तो आई थिंक थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग दैट लाइट, बट यस, यू वांटेड टू ऐड ऑन टू समथिंग दैट आई सेड.
I'll tell you how my journey started, and more or less your journey also mirrors similar till the time you decided to become an entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay. I'm a pharmacy graduate. I came to Pune to pursue my post-graduation. And one fine day during my college, in an industry interaction, I met a gentleman. Okay. And this is 2001, and he is talking about sunrise industry of insurance. Okay.
Is that Basu by any chance?
We decided we'll not take name, but yes. Okay.
Surname.
Yeah. Yeah. And so in that sense, gratitude to him that he opened the door for me in the industry. Okay. That conversation led to me joining this industry. Okay. Till that time, I had a clarity that I want to build my career in sales. So that is very clear that a lot of people are in sales because of accident, by force. Okay. We keep interacting with people. And eventually, if I may use the lighter words, even in families, in the conversation, when people, those days especially, when people struggling to find a career, he would say, यार कुछ नहीं कर रहा है तो सेल्स में कुछ कर ले. Correct. सेल्स में कुछ कर ले, सेल्स वाला तो जॉब मिल ही जाएगा. Correct. That is the perception of how easy it is to make career in sales. while sales is very different, we all know it. Okay.
So
I was very clear.
You accidentally jumped into the next question I had, any which ways. Yeah. So
But I want to make my career in sales was very, very clear in my mind. Okay. And I'll take a step back. Fortunately, I was a good student. I was my college topper in pharmacy. And in final year of my graduation, my professors started engaging with me that what I should do next.
Yeah.
And they were forcing me, not forcing, they were thinking of my good only. And they started forcing my thinking towards I should do post-graduation and I should move to US.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Because pharmacy is a highly, wanted, so to say, education even today across the world. Okay. And my argument to my professor used to be ki, okay, I score good marks, I understand the concepts well, okay, because probably thanks to my genes, my parents have given me and God, okay. But my interest is not in doing something which is so academic in nature. I want to be with people, and I was very clear I want to make my career in sales.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing was clear that I want to be in sales. Now this conversation with the gentleman from the industry, Mr. Basu, since you have taken the name, okay, led me to think that till the time I'm studying, it's not a bad choice to do a part-time sales work. And at that point of time, as I said, beginning of the career, you have limited sight. So my goal was, yaar, kuch nahi to people interaction to seekhenge. Okay. And to be very honest, you know that I come from a very small town in UP. Okay.
Now it's no more small.
So a very small town in UP. And somebody coming from very small town to a large city like Pune, you have your own inhibitions. Okay. I said, yaar, kam se kam wo inhibitions address hoingi. End of the day, sales is all about interacting with people. Okay. Getting them excited about your product and services.
Correct.
I said at least fundamentals will get clear.
Correct.
And I can use them somewhere.
Right.
That was the whole objective of joining as an agent. As luck would have, and some effort from my side and some guidance from my seniors, I made it big in sales. Right. And insurance sales, as you know, okay, if you are successful, it is tough, but if you are successful, it is rewarding. And the way agency sales work in insurance is every small achievement is celebrated. Okay. Those days, our company used to publish a monthly book called Performance.
Yeah.
And the immediate aspiration became that my name should be there in that.
Even
magazine.
The whiteboard.
In the magazine. And every month that magazine used to come, those days were physical, not digital. So physical magazine will come maybe 12, 20 page. And I will flip, where is my branch ranking, where is my area ranking, where is my national ranking. And that kind of became a addiction. Okay. And then I realized, and every quarter they will reward you. They will give something. End of the year, as luck would have, I was 9th best. So before I come to performance, you will be surprised to know those days, and even today, in a very loose format, some selection process is there for agent.
Right.
While we know that we say anybody who breeds walks, okay, can make them agent.
Correct.
But as a quality parameter, okay, those days quality parameters were very, very stringent because industry was opening up, there was options. I was rejected. Why? Because I was not meeting any criteria of being an agent. Less than 25 years age, ideal profile more than 30 years of age, single, ideal profile married. Single, therefore no kids, obviously married with kids. Should have stayed in the same city for more than 5 to 10 years.
Correct.
I was 1 year old in the city. And I had a very fascinating interaction with my managers during recruitment process. Somehow I was able to convince them. And one of the reasons to convince them was that if you're hiring a local, he will only roam around and restrict himself in his own social circle. Because I am willing to take up this profession and I want to make it big. Obviously, I was right. That point of time, my objective was not to make it big. My objective was to learn.
Correct.
But because I will learn only if I get into it. So some kind of sales pitch, probably. Okay, today we call it sales. I said, for me, the
World is open.
entire Pune is my market.
Correct.
Okay, so I have no other option. And somehow the manager bought my idea, gave me the chance. And when the first year of the business completed, 31st March 2002, my branch manager set a target for me. Okay, Jayant, मैं आपको चांस दे रहा हूँ, लेकिन आपको ना, बिकॉज पैरामीटर ही डिफाइंड नहीं थे. टुडे व्हेन आई लुक बैक, आई से यार इतना छोटा टारगेट दिया था, व्हाइल नंबर में इट वाज बिग, बट प्रीमियम में इट वाज वेरी स्मॉल. सेड आपको 100 पॉलिसी और 1 लाख रुपए प्रीमियम करना होगा. और मैंने उनको बोला अगर मैंने कर दिया तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा. उतनी अकल तब भी थी मेरे में. हाँ, एंड मैंने उनको सीधे बोला कि देखो सर, मैं यूपी से आता हूँ, मैं कितना भी बड़ा एजेंट बन जाऊँ, ओके, माय फैमिली वुड वांट मी टू जॉइन अ जॉब.
Correct.
So my intention is to pick up a good job, okay? And it was just taking customer's commitment. In that situation, he was my customer. Okay, I'm just taking commitment because, as I told you, my intention was to join pharma sales.
Correct.
Okay, at that point of time, he said, okay, आप 100 पॉलिसीज और 1 लाख रुपए प्रीमियम कर दीजिए. आपका MBA कंप्लीट होने के बाद आई विल रिकमेंड योर नेम टू जॉब यू एज अ ट्रेनी सेल्स मैनेजर. मतलब चलो ठीक है. अभी मैं फील्ड में जाना शुरू किया, करता गया. यू नो व्हाट, 31st March 2002, I could not do 100 policies. I stopped at 87, but I did close to 9 lakh rupees premium. Country's 9th best agent. Not agent, the company used to call them ICC.
ICC, insurance consultant, something like
that. Yeah. Qualified for
Thailand.
Qualified for the company's very first international convention. Company conferred me with a title of sir, and all this fascinated me as a young child. It influenced my mind. And मैंने बोला भाई इंडस्ट्री तो यही है, अपन काम इसी इंडस्ट्री में करेंगे. मजेदार इंडस्ट्री है, हर महीने कुछ रिवॉर्ड देती है, साल के एंड में फॉरेन भेजती है. ओके, वो टेंडर एज में ये सब चीजें इन्फ्लुएंस करती हैं. एंड मैं जब व्हेन यू आर कन्विंस्ड यू कन्विंस योर माइंड. ओके, मेरे को सेल्स में काम करना था ना, फार्मा क्या, इंश्योरेंस क्या, फार्मा में भी लाइफ को ही टच करना है, इंश्योरेंस में भी. दीज आर द लॉजिक्स आई एम गिविंग माई सेल्फ, बिकॉज आई एम नाउ शिफ्टिंग गोल. ओके, सो यू विल नॉट बिलीव, 2002 I got an offer from a reputed pharma company as a management trainee at a CTC of close to 2 lakh rupees. In 2002, 2 lakh rupees was big.
Yeah.
Okay. If I have to put a relative number, it would be equivalent to at least 15 lakh of today's.
20 lakhs, very
15
comfortable.
to 20 lakh today. Correct. I got a package of 2 lakh rupees from a reputed pharma brand as a management trainee. Okay. बट इंश्योरेंस का सक्सेस मेरे दिमाग में इतना घुस गया था, आई डिनाइड दैट ऑफर. आई सेड काम तो इसी इंडस्ट्री में करना है. आई चोज टू रिमेन जॉबलेस बिकॉज रिमेंबर दोज डेज ऑन रोल they were getting people from across the industries. Okay, Modi Xerox had closed.
Senior resources.
A lot of people were available. Okay, and that's the reason you see a lot of Xerox people in the industry. Correct. At senior level now.
Correct.
Okay. Then they had, because they joined at senior level, they had their own people joining.
Correct.
And then liquor industry people joined. Okay, so from various industry they were getting experienced people. Okay, today even this industry hires freshers.
Correct.
Okay, so those days, but for freshers the gates were closed for this industry. Most of the interviews I got rejected just because I was a fresher. Okay, no other reason. Okay, but I said boss, काम तो यही करेंगे. I chose to be jobless. I got my first job in 2003. Completed my MBA in June 2002. My joining date was 2nd January 2003.
Talking about Airtel.
Huh?
Airtel you are talking.
No,
the insurance company. I know.
I joined a distribution company of a large corporate.
Correct.
Okay, Airtel was my only instant outside insurance
space,
and that was very short period.
Right.
Okay, and I started my journey, and I would say a very successful journey. I was lucky enough, and not only luck, I obviously worked towards it. Okay, so what I used to do, because new work, new industry, I would, I think this is important, and if this can help people. What happens today also, the world is so competitive, you are just competing with people. The end of the day, it's a competitive world, whether you are in job, business, everything. You have to do better than others.
Yeah.
Okay, to get recognized, to achieve your goals, whatever is your objective, you have to do better than others. And because the process is such, you are forced to compete with others. I think I would say at that stage, okay, somehow something came to my mind, okay, and I said, यार ये दुनिया से तो compete करके कोई फायदा नहीं है. Let me try to compete with myself. Trust me, that was my motto. Okay, and that helped me a lot. So how do I compete with myself? Last month I did something good. Can I improve that by a margin this month?
Yeah.
I could continue to better myself every time, and I could reach wherever I have reached.
Yeah.
बहुत लंबी जर्नी बाकी है. If I have to say, you asked as a part of your question that how you reached here. I think being focused on doing better than what I did last is one critical factor. What I want to do in future, I think it's a tough one. Okay. Right now, what we are building, if I have to restrict myself to what we are building, okay, no, I think that will be a very job centric goal. What I want to do probably is, affect more and more people positively.
Sure.
Okay, in my domain of work.
Sure.
Okay, and when I talk about people, I don't only mean customers. I mean
The ecosystem.
The ecosystem, because I am at a role where I interact with the customers. Okay, my customers are now, I'm into B2, from retail I moved to B2B. My customers are my partners.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to add value to their ecosystem, they will be able to pass on either full or some value add to their customers. That's one objective. So overall improve the lives of people associated with you. The other side of lives is my team members, and this gives me immense pleasure. Okay, I have in my team people who have changed jobs with me. Okay, and it gives you a lot sense of satisfaction that how people's lives have changed who have remained associated.
Correct.
With you. Okay, or for that matter, not only those people who have changed jobs with you, some people who have worked with you for some time and then they took a different path. I'm very proud that, and you know me, I keep in touch with people. I'm a people's man.
Right.
Okay. So, in some way or other, I'm able to play some role in everybody's life.
Right.
And that is quite satisfying. So, I would want that people who get associated with me, they are successful.
Right.
And there is some role I play in their success is what I would broadly say. Because I don't want to associate my future goal with some material target. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah, that's how I will sum it up.
Sure. Great. आपने कहा जेके कि सेल्स, राइट, जिसको कुछ नहीं आता है वो सेल्स में कूद जाता था एक जमाने में, और हम वी कम फ्रॉम दैट बैकग्राउंड, बट वी से दैट वी आर इनटू द सेल्स business not accidentally but by choice, right? Today people, I know I have come across people in my career where people have chosen doing sales, right? Now, since we also want to address our audience who are youngsters listening to this podcast, planning about a career, right? If you can tell us about what a sales career looks like from your learnings. For example, now we are into IT, right? We keep saying this terminologies: hunter, farmer, right? Or customer acquisition, right? But somebody who is planning for a career in sales, because you are one of the best sales guys that I've ever come across, right? So what's your experience, if you have to share, somebody planning to enter into the sales career, post graduation or post graduation, MBA, whatever it is, right? How do they build a genuine career out of it?
Understood.
You have done door-to-door sales also, shop to shop.
Yeah, you remember those days,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we have done it together.
Correct.
So, well, I'll tell you one thing, and people. The question is about people who are aspiring to be in sales. So I'm assuming that they have cleared this doubt in their mind that what they want to do. Okay.
कोई लोग accidentally भी आ जाता है.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing. What is the purpose of business? Let me ask a question. So, purpose of a business typically would be to earn profit, unless it's some philanthropic or social work related company or group of people. A commercial business purpose is to earn profit,
जी.
to create value for its shareholders.
जी.
Okay.
जी.
अब इसको अगर ये अचीव करना है, प्रॉफिट अचीव करना है, तो somebody has to sell the product or service somebody is creating.
जी.
So first thing, if you have made choice to be in sales, be very clear that you are the people who directly fulfill that
Business objective.
business objective. It does not mean don't get into ego कि मैं कंपनी चला रहा हूँ. Company is group of people.
Correct.
Everybody is doing their job.
जी.
Okay. कोई प्रोडक्ट क्रिएट कर रहा है, कोई उसको मार्केटिंग क्रिएट करके अवेयरनेस कर रहा है. बट यस, आपके रोल का इंपॉर्टेंस ये है कि आप इवेंचुअली पैसा लेके आते हो.
जी.
ओके.
जी.
So it's a very most important aspect of
The business.
meeting the objective.
Correct.
Okay. So you have made the right choice, first thing. Now, one thing you should be very clear, especially when you begin the career. Sales is a lonely job. When you are on field, you are alone.
Correct.
Okay. आपकी सक्सेस शेयर करने के लिए आपका पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आ जाएगा, बट जब आप फेल होते हो, अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट इज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट्स यू अलोन.
करेक्ट.
सो यू शुड हैव दैट इंटरनल स्ट्रेंथ टू एक्सेप्ट सक्सेस एंड फेल्योर इज पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. It's only because your role is so important, it gets highlighted sometimes out of the proportion, and therefore you should have the mental ability to take that, if I have to say, pressure. And if you are able to manage it for some times, few years of the career, that becomes your natural way of working. Because कोई भी business, कोई भी काम में continuous success नहीं आता है.
Correct.
तो फेल्योर हैंडल करना सीख लो, यू विल बी वेरी गुड एट इट. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. फेल्योर विल कम. वो चकदे में बोलते हैं, वो मेरे को कैरेक्टर का नाम भूल गया है, हारना नहीं है, ट्राई करना नहीं छोड़ना है.
करेक्ट.
ओके. एंड इन अ लॉन्ग टर्म यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल.
एब्सोल्युटली.
सो दैट वुड बी माय मैसेज.
ग्रेट. जयंत, एक और चीज मैं मानता हूं, 2020 में जब मैं आपसे, कोविड के टाइम में हम लोग काफी क्लोजली इंटरेक्ट कर रहे थे, और तब तक मुझे लगता था कि आप एक प्योर कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफेशनल है और आपको स्टार्टअप वर्ल्ड के इस तरफ के जो प्रॉब्लम्स है वो बिल्कुल नहीं आती है. राइट. मेरे पॉडकास्ट काफी सारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स देखते हैं. राइट. और आप उनमें से हैं जिन्होंने 25 साल के करियर में लगभग 3 साल 3.5 साल आपने एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप भी की है, और बहुत अच्छी तरह से की है, जितना मैं जानता हूं आपको.
ओके.
ठीक है. और मेरे लिए सरप्राइज था जब मैं 2020 में जब फर्स्ट टाइम अपना बिजनेस को लेके, मेरा बिजनेस को लेके मैंने आपसे बात की थी, और कुछ कुछ इनसाइट्स आपने शेयर करना शुरू किया. राइट. तो जो लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर से, एस्पायरिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स है, या पीपल हु आर इनटू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, ट्राइंग टू मेक ए मार्क, राइट, क्विक एडवाइस क्या है जो आपके जो एक्सपीरियंस है उसके हिसाब से? बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो फर्मली से, जो मैंने संजय को बोला था, राइट, हम जब नौकरी भी करते थे तब भी हमने कभी घड़ी और कैलेंडर देखा नहीं. जी.
So I'll answer this, but because this prompts me to answer the earlier question also in a different manner. What is very important to be successful in corporate job? Okay, while you are in job, you are an employee. If you can build a mindset of entrepreneur inside a large corporate, if you have the attitude that भाई मेरे को कंपनी 1 रुपया दे रही है, तो मेरे को कंपनी को 5 रुपए कमा के देना है. If back of the mind that consciousness is there, you will be successful in your corporate career.
Correct.
Okay. Now coming to this, budding entrepreneurs. Okay. I think fundamentally, whether it's job or entrepreneurship, okay, I think fundamentals are more or less common. And that fundamental is that through your job or through your business, what genuine problem are you solving for your customer? Okay. And how are you value adding to your customer's life? What will happen during the journey, and especially if you're solving a unique problem, okay, your persistence will be very important, because you will be surprised. In the beginning, sometimes even your customer may not acknowledge that this problem exists.
Correct.
Okay. So you have to be very convinced about your idea. You have to, while you keep a lot of success parameters in terms of revenue, profit, product features, okay, one parameter should always be there, that what customer problem are you solving, and there has to be some measurable metric that to what extent you were able to solve yesterday, you are solving little better today. Okay. And just stay hooked to it. In my life, 25 years is a long time, and I have seen people succeed because they are so focused about their career, customer's problem, and elevating that situation, helping their customer, they eventually become successful. Because एक बार customer ने realize कर लिया कि राजेश यार मेरा problem solve कर रहा है,
Correct.
then he will pay price, and then you will make money.
Correct.
Okay. इंश्योरेंस मेरे को सिखाता है, स्पेशली इंश्योरेंस में. आई मीन इंश्योरेंस, इफ यू आर इन क्विक कॉमर्स, यू नो कि यार कोई 5 किलोमीटर जाके सामान खरीदेगा, उससे अच्छा है टाइप किया, इनपुट दिया, 10 मिनट में घर पे आ गया सामान. यू आर सेविंग टाइम, यू आर सेविंग फ्यूल, यू आर सेविंग योर हैसल ऑफ पार्किंग व्हीकल, ऑल दोस थिंग्स.
Correct.
So gain is instant. Customer gets instant gratification. Fortunately or unfortunately, we build our career. Initial. Now you are not in insurance, but I build my career in insurance sales. इंश्योरेंस में तो प्रॉब्लम है, कस्टमर ही नहीं मानता है कि उसको ये चाहिए. देयर इज नो इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन, बट यू हैव टू बी कन्विंस्ड अबाउट द आइडिया कि व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज यूजफुल फॉर कस्टमर. एंड if you are selling policies to 100 people, okay, doing financial planning and selling to 100 people, at least 3-4 will be unlucky. They will not see the fruit of it, but their family will bless you for life. And if you are convinced that your solution delivers an impact to your customer's life, just be hooked to it. पीछे नहीं हटना, लगे रहना है. And I will repeat the same thing. हारना नहीं है. Eventually success will come. It's persistence and passion and discipline which decides how far will you go. Okay. So temporary failures आते रहेंगे. आपको हर बार ये सोचना है कि मैं फेल क्यों हुआ, एंड आपको
उससे सीख लेना,
कॉज का एनालिसिस करना है, उससे सीखना है, और वो फेलियर के रीजन को स्टेप बाय स्टेप एलिमिनेट करना है. एक बार में सारे रीजंस कभी एलिमिनेट नहीं होंगे. दैट मींस वो सिचुएशन कभी नहीं आएगी कि अभी मैंने भाई सक्सेस फॉर्मूला पा लिया और ये हमेशा चलेगा. बिकॉज इन्वायरमेंट विल चेंज, योर कस्टमर्स प्रेफरेंस विल चेंज, सो यू हैव टू कीप चेंजिंग, but you have to see that whether you are doing better than yesterday or not. And if that is the case, you should just pursue your journey. You will be successful eventually. And it takes time. While I've been in job mostly, apart from that 3.5 years, a lot of my friends, okay, have been in business, shifted from job to business.
Yeah.
Some started in business. 5-6 years of persistent, of being in business, and persistence of continuously solving for customers' problem and continuously improving your solution to the customer's problem. All of them are successful.
Absolutely.
All of them, not a single exception. All of them are successful.
Absolutely.
So just be at it.
अब हम एक बहुत फेवरेट मुद्दे पे आते हैं, स्टार्टअप इन्वेस्टमेंट.
अच्छा,
ठीक है. 2020 में मैंने ये डिस्कवर किया कि आप स्टार्टअप इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, राइट. एंड फिर मैंने भी वो जर्नी ज्वाइन किया. कितने स्टार्टअप्स में इन्वेस्ट किए? 15-20
in that range.
In that range, right. क्या एक्सपीरियंस है आपका? अगर आज कोई बिजनेस आपको अप्रोच करते हैं, कोई फाउंडर आपको अप्रोच करते हैं, तो क्या क्राइटेरिया है जो आप देखते हैं? बिकॉज कल जब हम बात कर रहे थे, आपने मुझे एक रिटर्न दिखाया 1.5-2 साल में फ्रॉम 5 lakhs to 50 lakhs. तो a lot of prospect investors who are watching this in the corporate space would want to diversify their portfolio. Part one. Founders would want to get engaged with a person of your profile, right? So आप क्या देखेंगे इन लोगों में? क्या पसंद आता है आपको?
So इसको ना मैं 2 पार्ट में आंसर करता हूँ. Because the way you have framed the question is targeted at people who are investing as a diversification strategy.
Yeah.
And then startup founders. Okay. So for the first category, prospective investors, the first big disclaimer, the return he talked about. Okay, that's the problem. Human psychology. People talk about success more than failures. Okay. Be very clear, your startup investment can become zero. So 5 to 50 is one side, 5 to 0 is another side. Okay, it operates on mostly on extremes. So choose your bets. First of all, decision that you'll be okay that if your money becomes zero also.
जी.
Okay. अभी कमिंग टू मैं क्या देखता हूँ स्टार्टअप्स में, एक तो मैं ये देखता हूं कि मुझे जो वो स्पेस में वो स्टार्टअप फाउंडर काम कर रहा है, मुझे वो पर्सनली समझता है कि नहीं. एंड समझने का मेरा मतलब ये नहीं है कि टेक्निकल नॉलेज है. डू आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट बिजनेस कॉमन सेंस? बिकॉज बिजनेस तो सारा कॉमन सेंस ही है ना, ब्रॉडली.
करेक्ट.
कि कस्टमर को क्या चाहिए, मैं क्या वो गैप को फुलफिल कर सकता हूं और मीनिंगफुल तरीके से फुलफिल कर सकता हूं. तो मैं स्टार्टअप में ये देखता हूं कि उसने गैप सही आइडेंटिफाई किया है कि नहीं है. वो जो रास्ता ले रहा है वो गैप को सर्विस करने का, वो रास्ता आज की डेट में जब मैं इवेल्युएट कर रहा हूं कॉमन सेंस वाइज, वो मोर और लेस सही रास्ते पे है कि नहीं है. बिकॉज वो तो स्टार्टअप है ना, उसने थोड़ी फाइनल आंसर ढूंढ लिया है. तो रास्ता इंपॉर्टेंट. करेक्ट. और ये तो हो गया बिजनेस को इवैल्यूएट करने का. बट जब आप स्टार्टअप में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, आप एक्चुअली बिजनेस में नहीं इन्वेस्ट करते हो, आप तो फाउंडर में इन्वेस्ट करते हो.
करेक्ट.
तो वो फाउंडर कैसा है, उसका माइंडसेट कैसा है, उसका कन्विक्शन अपने बिजनेस आइडिया में क्या है, वो कितना ऑनेस्ट है उसको लेके, वो फाउंडर ओपन टू फीडबैक है कि नहीं. बिकॉज कन्विक्शन इस लेवल का भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो ओपन टू फीडबैक ही नहीं हो. ओके. So I have seen most of the, I have exited from many startups successfully. Some have given multifold returns, some have given slightly higher return than regular equity. One common thing I have observed in these startups, A, they are very clear what problem they are solving. They are also open to pivot their way the way they are solving the problem. Okay. And C, they use capital very judiciously. They are behind. So valuation is important, but they never take their eye off from value they are creating. Value creates valuation. Valuation doesn't create value.
Yeah.
They are fundamentally very clear. And the common, so I have 3-4 startups where my money has become zero also. And one common thread I have found, वो ना फैंसी वर्ड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम में चले जाते हैं. दे गेट डाइग्रेस्ड फ्रॉम द फैंसी ऑफ बीइंग अ स्टार्टअप फाउंडर. वो जो उनको अटेंशन मिलने लगता है इनिशियल सक्सेस के बाद, और उसके बाद वो ब्लाइंड हो जाते हैं. दे आर नॉट ओपन टू फीडबैक, नाइदर फ्रॉम द इन्वेस्टर, नॉर फ्रॉम द कस्टमर, नॉर फ्रॉम द इन्वायरमेंट. तो दीज आर फ्यू थिंग्स आई कीप इन माइंड. बट बाकी तो ये जुआ है जो मैंने डिसाइड किया खेलूंगा, अभी तक चल रहा है. तो आप बात कर रहे हो, जिस दिन बंद हो जाएगा आप बात करना बंद कर दोगे. ठीक है.
ग्रेट.
या
ओके. जयंत, मेरे जितना नेटवर्क है, ओके, उसमें से काफी सारे लोगों में एक चीज कॉमन है. वो आप में भी है और मुझ में भी है. वी कीप अपग्रेडिंग अपडेटिंग आवरसेल्फ ऑन द नॉलेज फ्रंट, राइट. ये मैं मानता हूं बहुत क्रिटिकल है. अभी मैं और वंदना साथ में बैठ के 1 घंटा सवेरे सवेरे देता है फ्रॉम नो आफ्टर द योगा एंड एवरीथिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ लर्निंग चाय के साथ में. आवर वे इज यूट्यूब. आपका क्या तरीका है? एंड आई सी दैट कि you as a person, no, I feel knowing you for so many years, the transition that you had in your life, okay, मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आप दुनिया में ऐसे बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट्स है जिसके बारे में आप बात कर सकते हैं, which obviously means that आप अपना नॉलेज को कॉन्स्टेंटली अपग्रेड करते हैं. क्या तरीका है? बिकॉज आपका शेड्यूल मैं जानता हूं, हाउ बिजी यू आर, राइट. द रोल डिमांड्स कंज्यूम्स ए लॉट इन यू, यू ट्रैवल ए लॉट. आपका क्या तरीका है? एंड आप एकदम सरल भाषा में लोगों को क्या एडवाइस करोगे कि नॉलेज अपग्रेड करने का क्या सॉल्यूशन है?
देखो, आई डोंट नो वेदर आई एम सक्सेसफुल और नॉट, बट यू हिट इट राइट कि मैं कोशिश तो जरूर करता
जी.
ओके. सो द इजिएस्ट थिंग, एंड स्पेशली आज की जनरेशन के लिए, इफ यू आर नॉलेज हंग्री, सो नॉलेज इज एवरीवेयर. वो 3 इडियट्स का डायलॉग है ना आमिर खान का, कि हर तरफ ज्ञान बट रहा है. ओके. और वो आज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में तो बहुत ही ज्यादा, मतलब आप YouTube किस लिए यूज करते हो ये आप पे डिपेंड करता है. करेक्ट. सो आई डू इट इन few ways and I will talk about that. Whether that is right, wrong, I really don't know.
Correct.
Okay. It's up to you and audience to decide whether they want to pick something from there or not. My day starts with reading 2 newspapers. I'm still traditional.
Okay.
I love the feel of picking up the paper. One business paper, another your regular newspaper. Okay. I focus on 2 aspects of newspaper. Business is 100% business, 90% business, 10% environment and politics. General newspaper is 80% your surroundings, politics, and 20% business. I think when you are in business or job, you are just a small part of entire ecosystem. So नॉलेज एक बात होती है जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो स्पेसिफिक फील्ड आपने चूज किया उसके बारे में तो आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. बट सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए ना आपको आपके एनवायरनमेंट का अवेयरनेस टू नॉलेज का एक स्केल है. अवेयर तो आपको 100% चीजों में होना चाहिए. नॉलेज डिपेंडिंग ऑन उस वक्त आप एनवायरनमेंट के कौन से पार्ट को ड्राइव करके अपने बिजनेस में सक्सेस गेन करना.
बिल्कुल.
सो वो आपका ऑसिलेट करना चाहिए. हाउ डू आई डू इट? आई स्टार्ट माय डे विद रीडिंग 2 न्यूज़पेपर. आई स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम व्हेनेवर आई एम फ्री, समटाइम्स बिटवीन 2 मीटिंग्स, समटाइम्स most productive time when I drive to office, I take 1 hour. Okay. Most of the time I will download a YouTube video because सड़क पे नेटवर्क ऊपर नीचे होता है. So whether it's an investment call of a competitor, okay, or the other company where I want to make a mark, I listen to those calls. एरोप्लेन में भी यही करता हूँ. एरोप्लेन में डाउनलोडेड वीडियोस पढ़ता हूँ. ये तो बहुत ही, ये सबको अवेलेबल है
जी.
I think the knowledge which you gain from your network, I never leave an opportunity. Okay, if I'm traveling to Bombay, I will go and meet out of when I'm schedule is over. I'll try to catch up with my network people and try to understand what new things they are doing in their industry, what is the trend, how they are capitalizing on that trend. Okay, these are few things which I do, and besides that. I think 25 years of career, every 4-5 years I pick up some focused study. So I'm talking about a proper course.
Yeah.
Okay. I do that. It has helped me.
Absolutely.
Okay. Even right now I'm doing something. Okay. I realize that last 25 years minus 3.5 years of entrepreneurship, my career has been mainly focused on life insurance. Okay. Now industry is moving towards composite license. Okay.
जी.
So मैंने कोर्स पिकअप किए हुए हैं नेशनल इंश्योरेंस एकेडमी के. एटलीस्ट मैं एकेडमिकली तो नॉन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस को समझूं. सो आई एम राइट नाउ लर्निंग दैट. ओके. दैट इज हाउ दीज आर फ्यू थिंग, एंड दिस इज टुडेज वर्ड. if you are interested, knowledge hungry, acquiring knowledge is easy. I don't think it is tough.
Sure.
You just have to be clear what you want to learn.
Sure.
It's available free of cost everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Great.
how I do. I don't know whether I answered your question or not.
No, you did.
This is what I do.
You did. Great. जेके अब हमारा नेटवर्क में काफी सारे लोग हैं जो सीईओ लेवल पे है, फाउंडर लेवल पे है, सीएक्स रोल्स में काम कर रहे हैं, राइट? बहुत सारे लोगों को हम आपस में जानते हैं, मैं भी जानता हूं बहुत सारे लोग.
कॉमन नेटवर्क
है हमारा. लेकिन वन क्वालिटी दैट आई रियली एडमायर, विच आई ऑल्सो ट्राई टू इम्प्लीमेंट, लेकिन मैं उतना सक्सेसफुली नहीं कर पाता, राइट? जो मैं बहुत एडमायर करता हूं, ओके, इज बीइंग इन टच. तो मेरा दो सवाल है, ओके? इज दिस इंटेंशनल और नेचुरल? पार्ट वन. हाउ हैव these kind of behavioral traits helped you to reach where you are today? बिकॉज ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. लोग क्या करते हैं, मतलब मेरा अपना एग्जाम्पल मैं लेता हूं. जैसे मैं एक फ्रंट लाइन सेल्स से ब्रांच मैनेजर लेवल पे गया था. प्रैक्टिकली 2-3 दोस्त अगर मैं छोड़ूं, उसमें से एक आप भी है, मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट ही बंद हो गया था. इट्स नॉट मैंने इंटेंशनली किया, बट आई गॉट सो लोडेड इन टू द वर्क, राइट? एंड उसका मुझे रियलाइजेशन हुआ जब व्हेन आई केम बैक टू पुणे इन 2009. तो ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रेट है, राइट? एंड वी कीप सेइंग नेटवर्क इज योर नेटवर्क. एंड नेटवर्क हमेशा जरूरी नहीं है कि आप एक बहुत मकसद के साथ बिल्ड करें, राइट? जो आई थिंक हमारा है, राइट? क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप इसके बारे में?
देखो ना राजेश, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं.
जी.
ओके. सो इंटेंशन से नेटवर्क बनाना जरूरी है.
करते हैं लोग,
और उसको नर्चर करना जरूरी है.
करते हैं लोग,
ओके, और करना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
सो दैट इज माय आंसर टू प्रोफेशनल्स. इज देयर समथिंग रॉन्ग in building intentional network so that it can benefit you? Nothing wrong. End of the day, you are responsible for delivering certain result, and these are enablers. Okay, so you should do it. As far as coming to me, I think मेरा जो relationship है, I've been lucky to have very good people in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. मेरे चाइल्डहुड फ्रेंड्स अक्रॉस दी वर्ल्ड कहीं पे भी हों, और ये वो जमाने की बात कर रहा हूं जब लोगों के पास मोबाइल
नहीं था.
ठीक है. मुझे याद है एक आदत मेरी, जब मोबाइल नहीं होते थे, ओके, मेरे वॉलेट में विजिटिंग कार्ड साइज के 2 कार्ड में हमेशा रखता था. उसमें मेरे हर फ्रेंड का लैंडलाइन नंबर, अगर वो कॉलेज गया तो हॉस्टल का लैंडलाइन नंबर, उसके घर का लैंडलाइन नंबर. वो तो एक डायरी तो मेंटेन करता ही था, बट वो कॉलेज में जिनके साथ मैं ज्यादा क्लोज हूं वो हमेशा रखता था.
जी.
तो वो मेरा शायद वो दैट इज अ फूड आई लिव ऑन. रिलेशनशिप, फ्रेंडशिप. ओके. मुझे याद है बचपन में मेरे पापा मुझे समटाइम्स इन अ वेरी what do I say? He used to tell me कि ये ना लड़का, ये बिकॉज मेरे दोस्त बचपन में भी बहुत थे और मैं दोस्तों के लिए हमेशा कुछ भी कर देता था. आज भी जितना मेरी कैपेसिटी में कर देता हूँ, ओके, हेल्प कर देता हूँ, एंड डोंट लुक फॉर रिटर्न्स. तो वो मेरा नेचर है. तो बचपन में मेरे पापा बोला करते थे ये लड़के को इसके दोस्त बर्बाद करेंगे. हाँ, बट आई एम हैप्पी टू से कि दोस्तों ने बर्बाद नहीं किया, दोस्तों ने आबादी की है. हाँ, एंड वो डिसिप्लिन का, बचपन में दोस्त क्यों बुलाते हैं? पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, खेलने चलो, साइकिलिंग करने चलो. हमारे लिए तो साइकिलिंग भी प्लेजर था. आज की डेट में तो बच्चों के एस्पिरेशन होते हैं पायलट बनना है, ये करना है. हमारे लिए एस्पिरेशन साइकिल है, साइकिल चला रहे हैं, मजा आ रहा है. करेक्ट. तो पापा मेरे उस नजर से देखते थे कि यार ये पढ़ाई कर रहा है, इसको बुलाने आ गया और सुन नहीं रहा, बाहर निकल गया. तो वो बोला करते थे. बट मुझे लगता है मेरा नेचर ही वही है. मैं बचपन से मेरे दोस्त ऑब्वियसली लाइक everybody has chosen different career path. कोई गवर्नमेंट में है, कोई इंटरनेशनली बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है, कोई कंपनी चला रहा है, कोई सीनियर लेवल पे है. So that's my nature. But when I came into job, okay, I intentionally went to make network. but my innate quality of thriving on network, building real connections, helped me build that network. So आज की डेट में मेरी लाइफ में ऐसे लोग हैं जो मेरे बिजनेस के लिए एक वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे इंपॉर्टेंट थे, बट वो रिटायर हो चुके हैं. बट आई कैन बेट, एंड पीपल इफ दे listen to this, some of them may comment on your whenever you publish this, they are of, from a professional point of view, I will not get anything from them, but I will never miss their birthday. I have made this my rule, because life सबकी बिजी हो जाती है. तो आप ना व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में मैसेज करके आपको लगता है आप टच में हो. मेरा बिलीफ है आप टच में नहीं हो, बिकॉज आप टच में रहने का मतलब होता है आप जानते हो उनकी लाइफ में चल क्या रहा है, वो जानते हैं आपकी लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, एंड आप बिकॉज आप जानते हो, फिर आप एज अ फ्रेंड, एज अ फिलोसफर, एज अ मेंटर आप उसकी हेल्प कर पाते हो. तो आई हैव मेड दिस रूल इन माई लाइफ. मैं बर्थडे के दिन कभी मैसेज नहीं करता हूं. मैसेज तभी करता हूं अगर सामने वाला फोन ना उठाए. एंड दैट इज वन टाइम when I spend 10-15 minutes talking to that person after wishing the birth. That's my way of being in touch.
Correct.
But to answer your question, my nature, then my professional compulsion, both make right mix for me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. अब एक सवाल मैं सबसे जानना चाहता हूं जो इन जनरल जो सीनियर लेवल पे काम करते हैं, आइदर इट कैन बी अ फाउंडर, ओके, और लीडिंग ए टीम, राइट, और आपने थोड़ी देर पहले उस पे यू हैव टच दैट आल्सो, राइट, यू आर अ पीपल्स मैन एंड पीपल लव टू स्टिक अराउंड विथ यू एंड नो, ये सवाल, एंड वी फर्मली कम फ्रॉम दैट थॉट प्रोसेस, स्कूल ऑफ थॉट व्हिच सेज दैट people don't leave companies, they leave people, their managers, right? एक आपका एक्सपीरियंस जो आप शेयर करना चाहेंगे, जो लोग आपके पोजीशन में आना चाहते हैं या जो लोग आपके पोजीशन में जी रहे हैं अभी, राइट, और फाउंडर्स हु आर बिल्डिंग अप बिजनेस, राइट, हाउ डू यू मैनेज योर टीम, राइट? इफ यू हैव टू पुट दैट इनटू 3 key things which has helped you in terms of retention and attraction of talent, what would it be?
This I think is easy and established. At least somebody will have to take a lot of effort to change my belief. The moment आप people manager के role में हो, okay, the biggest impact you can create on your business by attracting right talent and by keeping them meaningfully engaged in your objective. ओके, पीपल मैनेजर का ना, एंड स्पेशली जॉब के सेंस में, ओके, मैंने एक चीज देखा है, एंड ये शायद हमारे कॉर्पोरेट्स का ये प्रॉब्लम है. वेरी फ्यू कॉर्पोरेट्स, ओके, जो रोल चेंज होने के बाद फॉर्मल इंडक्शन कराते हैं लोगों का, एंड स्पेशली व्हेन पीपल चेंज रोल फ्रॉम इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर टू पीपल मैनेजर, इट्स अ करियर शिफ्ट.
करेक्ट.
It's not enhancement of role.
Yeah.
Okay. मैंने देखा है, एक्सपीरियंस किया, ऑब्जर्व किया है, जब लोग पीपल मैनेजर बनते हैं, मैं अपनी टीम को ये हमेशा बोलता भी हूं कि तुमको ये फील हो रहा होगा कि तुम्हारे हाथ में अब एक इनविजिबल डंडा आ गया है, अब तो तुम डंडा करोगे और बिजनेस कराओगे. नो, पीपल मैनेजर का पहला जॉब है टू बी अ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर ऑफ देयर पीपल.
करेक्ट.
Then be a hurdle remover rather than becoming a hurdle. Okay. See, ये दोनों काम करने के बाद problem solver is basically you impart skill.
Correct.
You give them knowledge. Hurdle remover is आपका बंदा skillful है, knowledgeable है, लेकिन उसके रास्ते में ऐसे hurdle आ रहे हैं जो वो अकेले नहीं solve कर पा रहा है, तो you become a hurdle remover for him, gate opener for him. ये दोनों करने के बाद भी अगर वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो रहा है, देन कम्स पुश. रियलिटी में क्या होता है, मैंने देखा है स्पेशली कॉर्पोरेट जॉब में, इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम पुश, गोज टू समटाइम्स डोर ओपनिंग, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट नेवर गोज टू स्किल एनहांसमेंट, अलाइनिंग पीपल टू देयर गोल. सो एवरीबडी इज वर्किंग इन द सेम जॉब, but they don't know what their objective is. Their objectives are not aligned, and such teams struggle. Okay, I think business में भी यही है. अच्छे founders They always communicate what their company stands for, what problem they want to solve. They keep their people aligned to that end objective. Okay, so ये तीन चीजें, be an enabler, be a problem solver and removal of hurdles, and need basis create a push. So first two create pull, last push, but push should be limited because push is not keep you guys interested for long term,
Yeah.
while the pull will keep your team interested for long term.
Correct.
I think this is what if we are able to do successfully, okay, and इसके लिए आपको ना sometimes आपके लोगों के ऊपर बैठ के जो चीजें आप नहीं देख पाते हो sometimes. So as a practice, what I do in my current team also, once in a year, sometimes once in 6 months, I make a list of top 10 and bottom 10 frontline people, and I talk to them one on one, nobody in between, so that they talk to me
Very freely.
without inhibition.
Correct.
कि मेरा बॉस कुछ सोच लेगा, कहीं ये मेरे बॉस के कंप्लेन की तरह ना परसीव हो. आधा घंटा उनसे बात करता हूँ, व्हाट इज मेकिंग यू सक्सेसफुल, एंड देन मैं उनसे पूछता हूँ व्हाट एल्स कैन वी डू टू मेक यू मोर सक्सेसफुल. सिमिलरली बॉटम 10 से क्वेश्चंस अलग होते हैं. ओके, व्हाई आर यू नॉट एबल टू डू, व्हाट आई कैन डू एज योर लीडर टू मेक यू मोर सक्सेसफुल. इज देयर, इवन इफ इट मीन्स कि आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा है और कोई रोल चेंज कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज एंड ऑफ द डे यू टेक अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट सेलेक्टिंग पीपल. तो उनको रिजेक्ट करने से पहले आप देखो कहां और फिट हो सकते हैं कि नहीं. दिस इज द फिलॉसफी आई फॉलो, एंड व्हेन आई मेक लिस्ट ऑफ थिंग्स आई टेक एक्शन ऑन दैट. आई डायरेक्ट माय पीपल कि ये करो, ट्रेनिंग प्लान बनाओ. ये मैं आज भी करता हूं. फ्रंट लाइन टीम मेरे को आज भी डायरेक्ट कॉल करती है, and I am in touch with people, and that is the reason, probably that could be one reason people like to stick with me.
Sure. Great. बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है. We have never spoken openly about it. ना मैंने आपसे पूछा है, right? And the word is happiness. Are you happy? If yes,
Okay.
then tell me 3 things because of which you are happy.
वो ये ना बहुत ही डीप सब्जेक्ट है, ठीक है.
मैं बताता हूं क्यों पूछ रहा हूं.
हाँ.
लोग आजकल फाउंडर हो या सीनियर लेवल पे सीईओ, सीबीओ, सीएक्स लेवल पे जो काम करते हैं, लेवल बिलो दैट आल्सो, people are really stressed out, and that really stops them from being them, right? तो आप तो दुखी नहीं है, मैं जानता हूं, बट दुनिया के लिए बहुत जरूरी है जानना, what's your definition of happiness?
So first I'll answer it in a very lighter manner. In fact, you answered the way I would have answered. Okay. Lasting success for me is being yourself. If you are able to be yourself, I think you are happy. And be yourself means you are free to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You are free to express yourself the way you feel. Okay. That makes you happy. Okay. But happiness is a continuous thing. Okay. What makes me happy is, आजकल तो मेरा बेटा बॉम्बे गया है, तो विशु से फोन पे बात करना इज हैप्पीनेस. रात का हमारा रिचुअल है वीडियो कॉल करना इज हैप्पीनेस. अनुजा और विशु को दोस्तों की तरह एक्चुअली फाइट करना, देखना इज अ हैप्पीनेस. पिलो फाइट करते हैं, दोस्तों की तरह आर्ग्यू करते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, इज हैप्पीनेस. ओके. आई एम फ्रेंड्स पर्सन. मेरे दोस्तों को प्रोग्रेस करते हुए देखना, आई टेक इमेंस प्राइड एंड आई एम हैप्पी द वे यू आर प्रोग्रेसिंग. अभी रिसेंटली सुशील ने अपना नया ऑफिस खोला, ग्रैंड ऑफिस. ओके. आई टुक छुट्टी टू बी विथ हिम.
करेक्ट.
Okay, because I was happy. I was genuinely happy to see his progress. Okay, so happiness comes in many dimensions. Now, if you talk about you have example of corporate people under stress and all. याद है हमारे ING days, टेंशन लेने की नहीं देने की चीज होती है. So corporate के सेंस में, और for that matter even लाइफ में भी ना, मुझे ऐसा लगता है स्ट्रेस क्यों आता है. लाइफ में ना, हर किसी की लाइफ में एस्पेक्ट दो होते हैं, समथिंग व्हाट यू कैन कंट्रोल एंड समथिंग यू आर वरीड अबाउट बट यू कांट कंट्रोल. तो जो फोकस ना कंट्रोलेबल से कंसर्न्स की तरफ चला जाता है, एंड देन यू फील हेल्पलेस, बिकॉज जो आपका कंसर्न है उस पर आपका कंट्रोल ही नहीं है, एंड स्ट्रेस बिल्ड होता है. सो आई थिंक स्ट्रेस आने का, इसी को मैं थोड़ा और अलग ढंग से पैराफ्रेज करता हूं. व्हेन यू रियलाइज कि यार मैं कुछ कर सकता था और मैंने किया नहीं है, तब स्ट्रेस आता है.
करेक्ट.
लेकिन जब आपको मालूम है जो कुछ भी आपके हाथ में था वो सब कुछ किया है, उसके बावजूद भी रिजल्ट फेवरेबल नहीं है, तो स्ट्रेस नहीं आता है, लर्निंग आती है कि इसको बेटर ढंग से और कैसे कर सकते हैं. राइट. सो corporate stress is reality. Okay. But I have seen people who are successful. Okay. वो फेल्योर से स्ट्रेस नहीं लेते हैं, वो फेल्योर से लर्निंग लेते हैं. एंड दे आर स्मार्ट, वेरी वेरी स्मार्ट टू फोकस ऑन व्हाट दे कैन कंट्रोल. एंड देयरफॉर वो समटाइम्स वो अपनी टीम को दिखाते हैं कि वो स्ट्रेस्ड हैं, बिकॉज दैट इज ऑल्सो अ वे टू मोटिवेट और पुश योर टीम. यार बॉस स्ट्रेस में है, कुछ तो करना चाहिए, बट दे आर नॉट जेन्युइनली स्ट्रेस्ड.
करेक्ट.
ओके. सो या बाकी तो हैप्पीनेस इज अ टॉपिक इन इटसेल्फ. यू कैन डू अ सेपरेट पॉडकास्ट एंड प्रोबेबली आई विल नॉट बी द राइट गेस्ट. ओके. यू नीड टू कॉल सम महात्मा, राइट?
Right.
But for me, being with my people, being myself, freedom to laugh, freedom to put your guards down, okay, and एकदम अच्छे से बात करो, मैं तुम्हें मेरे तरीके से हम बात कर सके जैसे हम बात करना है. All that is happiness, and every day is good when you know that you have done something good, okay, either in professional life or personal life. I think you feel happy.
Sure.
Yeah.
बहुत हॉट टॉपिक है आजकल, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, जनरेटिव एआई. एंड at Speed Tech we are doing that. I'm very sure that as a friend you know what we are doing, right?
I saw your demo also.
Correct. Yesterday you
good
saw
work,
the demo,
good work,
right?
Good work.
So this is definitely not a marketing thing, and I generally do not ask my guests, what do they feel about artificial intelligence and in that space what we are building right now, because you are very close and you are also into the startup investors shoes, right? What's your quick take on where AI is taking the humanity overall and the work that we are doing at Speed Tech?
This is tough because very technical question. Sure. And I don't think I'm qualified to answer, but I will try to answer it as a layman, a user of Gen AI rather than someone who's creating it. I think generative AI and technology in general, okay, is an enabler. Okay, it's making things easier. Okay, you open ChatGPT, Perplexity to begin with. Okay, there are more tools available. Okay. And you see that if you're prompting right question, the kind of output it creates is 100 times better than, typical Google search and other things. Okay. So for sure it is making life easier. Now how it will impact humanity? I think repetitive, mundane works, technology will handle.
Yeah.
Okay. As a human, we will have to think that whatever technology can do, what value add I will do over and above that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's for sure, and I'm borrowing it from people who have authority on it. I see interviews. So typically technological disruptions take 5, 10, 12 years to give an impact, but I think generative AI will fasten that cycle really fast. So more advancement will come fast. So as a human, you'll have to keep learning now.
Yeah.
Now that you will have to. Learning was always important. Now upgrading and learning will become even more important. At Speed Tech, whatever I understood from yesterday's discussion, so while we used to engage a lot during COVID,
Yeah.
okay, and we know, and in some way I've been part of this through our discussions and
Sure.
all. I think you're working in right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Agentic AI, document management, concierge services, these are your focus area. Okay. I think you are in the right path. And I know what kind of valuations you're talking about your company. And that's validation that I'm nobody to validate. Now you are getting interest from international investors. Okay. That in itself is a validation. Okay. That you are on the right path. The key from here, Rajesh, as a friend, as a well-wisher, would be that, whatever you are doing, how fast you keep adopting and stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Yesterday's demo was mind-boggling. Okay. Congratulations to
Thank you.
and your developers.
Thank you.
Okay. Like flip second, language changing from Hindi, English, Marathi, Arabic. Okay. And switching back to Hindi. Okay. And your agent clearly, I asked a very random question, and then I remember she replied that this cannot be answered. I don't remember the exact wording, but what she prompted me to, can I ask somebody to call you?
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Okay. And with training, okay, I think that will become super fast.
Absolutely.
What I liked a lot about that demo yesterday is zero lag,
Yeah.
no latency.
Correct.
Extremely happy to see the development. Good job done by your team.
Great.
You,
Great.
Jitendra, Divjot. Okay.
Right.
And I'm sure the future is bright for you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Jayant. And like I said, this is not a campaign of Speed Tech or the products that we are building, but definitely, the profile at which he is and his likeness towards startups. I think that was something that prompted me to give him a demo. And the people who are watching this, if you really want to have adoption of AI towards your business, I think do reach out to Speed Tech team. You can comment here. We can definitely get in touch with you. This will help you adopt the AI part and then grow your business much faster.
I'll just add one thing there. Okay. And I think because you are a family friend, okay, it's my right to comment on this.
Correct.
Even if it results in some amount of promotion, because whatever you speak, people will consume the way they want to consume.
Correct.
You can't control that.
Correct.
Okay. I think I have a right to comment on it.
Sure.
And you'll acknowledge, okay, somewhere the name Speed Finance and Speed Tech. You want to talk about that? So I have all the right. I have all the right to comment on the positive progress made.
Absolutely.
Right? It's the name which came during a call we were on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And I suggested, and you saw whether it is available or not.
Correct.
You said available. I said just block it.
Correct. Yeah.
So I have all the right.
Yeah.
Okay. While I'm not an investor in your company. Okay. But as a friend, I have all the right to comment on the positive progress made by this company. I'm emotionally invested in your company.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm very much emotionally invested in your company.
Thank you, JK, for bringing that point.
Yeah.
Somebody who has grown this way, from I would now use the word ground level to wherever you are, being with Bajaj Health at a leadership level, okay? And people, I nowadays, as a part of my job of building the leadership team at Speed Tech, I keep interacting with a lot of professionals, and one of the common feedback that they give me, okay, is that, Rajesh, I'm done, right? I want to do something more meaningful, because earning that bread and butter is no more my priority, right? And I really want you to comment, okay, in terms of what do you want to do next in terms of giving back? How, right? And why, right?
So, I don't know whether I'm an expert or not, but as earlier question you alluded to that I have interest in startup ecosystem.
Yeah.
Okay. In my own way, so while my corporate uh, role and responsibility doesn't allow me to, you know, get directly involved. Okay. And I follow the rules to the T. You know me.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I'm available to startup founders
Sure.
at least on my holidays.
Yeah.
Okay. I do engage with a lot of my friends are building businesses.
Right.
You know it.
Correct.
Okay. I'm available to them always. If they face a problem and they feel I can help them identify the solution, I talk to them. I stretch myself after my office hours and guide them.
Sure.
Uh, the next thing would be probably when I don't know, but probably would be to uh, work with industry forums. Okay. Work with
Like?
So for lack of immediate example, maybe CII, maybe FICCI. Okay. Every city has startup communities.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Connect with them and at least share the knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
So that in some limited form I have already started.
Yeah.
And as I progress further, probably I will work on that and
Sure.
more consciously develop that area.
Sure.
Okay. And give back to the society and the business. Okay. Because we have built our career, our life out of business and society.
Correct.
So that is what I intend to do. How much successful will I be? Whether my knowledge will be useful in future, it's for the receiver to decide.
Sure.
Okay, but always open to share my experience as long as it does not infringe with my code of conduct till the time I'm in my corporate career.
Right.
Okay, always open, and I'm doing that already. Also, like I talk to people, I tell them you should do this. Very recently, I was talking to founder. He wants to build something in insurance space, digital insurance space, and his response was that this conversation was really useful because when he started, so the company is still not
Form.
in the known.
Yeah.
Okay, he said he thought that in insurance space he can solve a lot of things with technology, which is fact. But his learning after interaction with me was that apart from technological solution, human aspect, how the customer consumes insurance, okay, unless that is also addressed as a part of part of strategy, probably the whole solution
is
incomplete.
Correct.
Okay, so knowledge sharing, I think at this stage is what I can do, and I'm doing on strictly on holidays.
Super. Great. So Jayant, it was great meeting you, right? I think probably no, I am a firm believer, जो बहुत बचपन से हम सुनते आए हैं, वक्त से पहले और जरूरत से ज्यादा भगवान किसी को कुछ नहीं देते हैं. एंड ये जो पॉडकास्ट है एक क्लासिक केस स्टडी है, बिकॉज मैं और जयंत पिछले 2-2.5 महीने से बात कर रहे हैं इस तरह का एक डिस्कशन का, बिकॉज मुझे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है कि ये देखने के बाद काफी सारा चीजें यू विल बी एबल टू टेक फॉर योर कंजम्पशन एंड इंप्लीमेंट इट सो दैट आपकी लाइफ बेहतर हो. हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव वही है, गिविंग बैक. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली वी बोथ वेयर जस्ट ए फोन कॉल अवे, राइट? यानी अगर मैं फोन करके जयंत को बोलता भाई आज मिलना है, आ जाओ, आज ये पॉडकास्ट करना, ये हो सकता था, एंड वाइस वर्सा. लेकिन पेशेंस बहुत जरूरी है, बिकॉज प्रभु श्री राम ने हमारे लिए कुछ ना कुछ सोच के रखा है, एंड वी हैव टू हैव दैट फेथ, हैव टू हैव दैट कॉन्फिडेंस एंड पेशेंस, राइट? सो जयंत, इट वाज ग्रेट हैविंग यू at Rajesh Studio, right? For the viewers, because of his profile, The corporate profile, the views are purely his personal, right? Nothing has influenced, not even our relationship, right? And this was a very candid conversation, no agenda, nothing. I came with my own set of questions which I wanted answers, and you have done that beautifully, right? I really pray, that you are able to achieve everything that you want to achieve in life, right?
Rather, what I deserve.
Everything that you want to achieve, right? And most importantly, that achievements are able to be a part of giving it back to the society, right? To the needy ones, right? Because not everybody is having that access, experience, money, power, all these things. So on that note, JK, thank you so much for coming to Rajesh Studio. It was great having you here, right? It was lovely meeting you. Thank you so
Can
much.
I add a parting note?
Absolutely.
For all the audience?
Absolutely.
And I'll pick up from what you just said and I
Sure.
interjected.
Sure.
Okay, my wants can be unlimited.
Yeah.
And that also relates to happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. The moment you shift your focus from your want to what you deserve,
Yeah.
okay, you'll be happy. And if you're not happy in what you're getting and your focus shifts to increase your capability so you deserve more, where I'm talking about learning,
Correct.
reskilling,
Correct.
training, okay, I think we'll be far more better society. So basically, if our focus shifts from, what do you call it? From right to responsibility. Okay, we think this is our right, but we sometimes ignore responsibility. So the focus shift to right, from right to responsibility, from want to what I deserve. Okay, I think this world will be far better place.
Super. Well said.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajesh, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Rajesh's Studio, Speed Tech, Speed Finance, and Unwin Solution team.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was great having you here. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.